go from here. And we want to unify. Joe Biden, as I said, is the great unifier. Where are the issues that we can find as much common ground as possible? Now, if we're talking to our supporters in the labor movement, jobs. If you're talking about the poorest people, Reverend Barber's Poor People Crusade and all that, jobs. Everything in between, jobs, 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 a four-letter word. And that is where we should be focusing, and health, jobs, education for our children. And we have to show with our initiatives, for example, the timetable that our planet is on, the climate issue is a big issue for us. It's also a jobs issue. It is we can create good-paying green jobs, be preeminent in the world in green technologies as we advance it as a health issue, clean air, clean water, as a national security issue to protect the habitat and the resources and prevent some of the migration that causes unrest, as well as a moral issue. So, but when we're doing it, we have to have everybody at the table so that people are not afraid of the future, because it is inevitable. The future is inevitable. We will have to address the climate crisis. Technology has an inevitability to it. We have to address what it means when you're having precision farming and robots in the assembly line and the rest. Trade, we are a global economy. There's just no getting around that, and we want to be because we want markets for our products. But people are intimidated by that, and we want to make sure that, again, as I said earlier, it's not a zero-sum game. Your section wins, your section loses. No, how do we go down this path together? As I say, I see everything as an opportunity, and that opportunity is greatly enhanced by Joe Biden and his knowledge of his vision for our country, his knowledge of the issues, his strategic thinking about how to get it done, and his connection heart to heart with the kitchen table concerns of America's working families.
On the stimulus question, does the election change your strategy at all? Republicans are out today saying there's good jobs numbers. Let's do a smaller package now. Does that appeal to you at all with the fact that Biden will be the next?
No, it doesn't appeal to me at all, because they still have not agreed to crush the virus. If you don't crush the virus, we're still going to have to be dealing with the consequences of the virus. And that's why we have said the three pillars of our bill: crush the virus, honor our heroes. That's our state and local. Over 1 million people have lost their jobs already in state and local, teachers and people in education, et cetera, because of the funds that have been used to address the virus and lost revenue because of the virus. So no, that isn't anything that we should even be looking at. It wasn't the right thing to do before. By the way, while they refused to sign up for the testing initiative, which is what science says we need, and they refused to give an earned income tax credit to poor families to keep them out of poverty, working poor families, keep them out of poverty, where 8 million more people have gone into poverty as the COVID money has run out. They still insist on having $150 billion for the wealthiest, tax break for the wealthiest people in our country. So we are different. There's a difference between Democrats and Republicans. We have a responsibility to find our common ground, stand our ground where we can't, but make it clear to the American people what the choice is, because public sentiment, as I said, Lincoln said, is everything. But sentiment cannot weigh in unless people know. For us now, the fact that we have the President of the United States to speak to the American people in these terms is such an advantage for us to be able to work together in a bipartisan way, rather than the Republicans mischaracterizing what we're trying to do in the Congress of the United States. Again, I see it as an opportunity. I think Joe Biden has a big mandate, a bigger mandate than John F. Kennedy when I was in school, and a bigger mandate than others. It's pretty exciting for the country, because he respects every single person in our country, certainly every single person who voted, and we respect all of them. And it is, we have challenges that need to be faced because of the future, which is inevitable and all that it contains. But we want people to know that the decisions about it start at the kitchen table and emanate out, not at the corporate boardroom and trickle down. Thank you all very much.
Madam Speaker.